Alrighty, welcome back. In the last episode, we just finished off this war with the Kaiserreich. And now the Red Morning has arrived. Das Rotemorgen. Yeah, but basically... Oh yeah, that happened. Fall of Germany. Today the unthinkable has occurred. The German air forces fighting Europe have finally collapsed under the weight of the invaded armies. The Reich couldn't continue the struggle, and so it appears the Kaiser, his cabinet, and consuming almost the officials and key generals have embarked by sea. The effing call is still in the hands of the Germans. For now, the war in Europe is over, and the worldwide German empire is returned in disarray. For the first time, I am ashamed to be a German. The end of an era, indeed. The dawn of a new, redder era. I wonder where they go exactly. Probably over in Deutsch Middle Africa. Unless they collapse, which is entirely possible. But right that until after the war. Look at that. Look at this focus tree. Yeah, I get a feeling that we're going to be doing a lot of playthroughs with this one. A lot of playthroughs, at least in this mod in general. Oh, victory. We had defeated the Imperial forces and now the sole government in Germany. In the meantime, we gotta fix our situation over here. Now we gotta wait for certain events to pop up. Victory proclaimed, damn it. The Revolutionary Central Command has proclaimed total victory over Imperial forces. It called for a quick restoration of order in Germany. Having already signed a treaty with France to give up all claims in Alsace-Lorraine in exchange for membership in the International. Meanwhile, rivalries and ideological incompatibilities are boiling up again, and newly forged alliances have emerged inside the revolution. The ideological leaders of the revolution have already started to organize their own political parties for the upcoming First German Congress, and so we boldly go. Yeah, we join the International. It's a big boon for them, depending on what path we go down to. Because, oh boy, I want to be interesting. There's a lot of things that'll be interesting. As the national spirit here totally ruined the economy. Goddamn, that's gonna be. It's gonna be quite the journey to get up out of that. So yeah, the furniture coming in. We can't choose any focuses. We're just building up Pippi. The great Pippi. And our leaves are gone because we need to start getting the army. But I think it's in here or somewhere around here. This will be something we can do one day. Another time, perhaps. Something over here as well. There's a lot of paths for this one. Be interested in, and we shall do one of them very, very soon. In the meantime, we're currently doing the stand down. The SPD holds strong. Karl Liebknecht, who already was one of the leaders in the first social uprising in 1918, has called for the SPD to once again follow his guidance on his way for a better German future. The old guard returns. as of right now. Basically, the factions are starting to form and make way. And once they do, the Congress will be held. Why? Why? They're doing the stupid things again. Oh, look at that, it's Gorgolov. He makes an appearance in Red Flood too. I might. I'll save that one for later. Signal and maintenance. Let's get some of these. Get some of this done. Fuel sort. Still whack. Pretty shit. Time. Let's get this shit prepped up. Gotta get that civilian economy going up. FAD Oberkommando, ain't that cool? And the National Marxists and Bolsheviks. Ooh, that's a very interesting group of people. Let's get war propaganda. Japan joined the Brotherhood. Yeah, there's a big old Eurasia phone here. Champions of the masses, the FAD, the biggest working union in Germany, often marginalized by the imperial government for being an undisputed champion of the working class, has called for reorganization as a political party, which has caused several internal problems because of the political rivalries of high-ranking members. Still one of the biggest. I'm in class. Why? They are slightly smaller, but it's a price that we must pay. French national state declared on Morocco. Other off them. Shit. So when the fuck do we get this? I don't remember getting that. I'd like to know when that happened. Savoy crisis solved. Liquid result. Hide your women and children. No, this is generic. Sodom, so under Creed the First. Swiss Confederation joined the Austro-Hungarian Empire. Ooh, that's gonna be a problem. Sorry. Yeah, just basically gotta wait till the election happen. The Syndical Commissioner Maximus, leader of the authoritarian syndicalists, and Stalin and the Bolsheviks, William Fleck have agreed that the ideological beliefs have enough in common to finally unified front against the liberals and the nationalists inside the revolution. They called all followers to listen to the newly found syndicalist Marxist party, the SMEPD. If that will be enough to chance the big ones were made aggressible, we shall see. West Indies Union, the Third International. It's pretty cool right within you, brother against brother. I'm surprised that we joined got these over here. Don't know when the hell that happened. Alright. Ah, fuck. Russian National Peasant State. Oh boy, these guys are gonna be fun. The black sheep. Oh, these. Most inside the revolution consider nationalism beyond patriotism to be a sickness. Only most of them, not all of them. No, there was one man who managed to unify most of the nationalistic groups during the Civil War, already behind his banner. That man is Joseph Goebbels, a man from the right, a man early sympathizer with Marxism, not having developed his own ideology, called National Marxism, with the very fact what most would call Marxism. Instead, calling for a particularly nationalized social corporate economy to end class struggle by class cooperation, but also a man that can only be compared to people like Walla, Dade, or Bucard in France, with his furious nationalism. A man with hatred for a lot of things, but a love for Germany and challenge. Yet not today that he will to take part in Congress with his new party, the NMDPV. Let's get a delegation of voice seats, okay? It's all coming together. I think collapsed. Russian National Peasants declaring war on everybody. Improve worker condition. It provides some increase in stability for the time being. God damn, that really gotta fix that as soon as possible. Always prepared. You have prepared everything for the upcoming Congress, shelter, food, meeting rooms, all of it. The Congress will take several days when it starts, and subjects of all kinds will come to the table. The future of Germany will soon be decided. Better start packing. There's Congress of the German unions. The International is organized the FAD, other German unions, and workers' organization to hold the first emergency Congress of German unions, so we can lay the first stones to a new Germany. Just save right here just in case. Don't be too boogaloo. Oh. The first Congress of German Unions. Revolutionary government called upon the first Congress of German Unions, in which every nation, party, or political organization with more than 20,000 members is allowed to participate. The leading candidates are the SMEPD, which promotes a heavily Marxist influence from syndicalism, and the SPDR, the radicalized wing of the SPD, which calls for a socialist democracy. There are other horses in this race as well. The FAR, which has lost a lot of influence thanks to the legal formation of leftist parties in Germany, and the NMDVP, which is led by Joseph Goebbels, which not accepted by other parties for its call of ultra-nationalism, promoting traditional values, and calls for a national rebirth. So for this playthrough, we'll go with this one. The scene again, just like last time. Or Black Knight. Why? Well, I have an idea in mind. This established the Volkssturm. While many paramilitary groups have aligned to and helped our party, we cannot let the chaos of different youth front hierarchies go on. Joseph Goebbels all military to expand and regroup into a new state mandated paramilitary, the Volkssturm, which serves as the party's security service and as auxiliary force for the police. During the first national conflict, the Union of the NMDPD is victorious. So, since we couldn't read anything last time, for this playthrough, let's read the description. Francophone, which will get bonus to the Commune of France, French national state in Wallonia. Before his rise to power, Goebbels worked as a journalist and occasional film director and theater critic in his hometown of Ried. He was relatively well known in his home region and within the bigger cities of Cologne, Dusseldorf, and Mönchengladbach. Near his hometown, he started contact with Marxism during his youth and tendencies to nationalism, influenced his political leanings and ideological thought a lot when he had to hide during the reign of the Kaiser, or he might have faced a ban on his journalism work due to repression against his far-left writers in the German Empire. Without being in line with traditional syndicalist or socialist values, he was seen as a mirror to the French Soylent and his syncretism between ideological concepts that can be found within the far left and the far right. He has manifested himself his very own ideology, which he calls National Marxism. He still remains questionable if it is actually different from Soylent and national syndicalism, or if it even is Marxist at all. We shall see, won't we? The German National Workers' State has arrived. The first order of business is to get the Volkssturm. So yeah, we're going with Goebbels again. Kinda like to have Red Flood playthrough, which is primarily why it's gonna be a lot different than the Red Flood one. Because I have seen this Goebbels in Road to Morgan is quite different than the Goebbels in Red Flood. For the Balkan War, after years of resentment and hatred towards Bulgaria, the Serbian-led Belgrade Pact has taken it upon himself to destroy Bulgarian hegemony over the Balkans once and for all. Declaring war today, the Belgrade Pact marched towards Sofia with the intent of seizing both their lost and claimed land from the Bulgarian nation. Of course, Bulgaria will, was its fiancé. Approval wins will not put to the Balkans at peace either way. As proven many times before, and the final nail is being nailed. Everything is collapsing around me. I wonder if the Kaiser said that. So I'll read that later. We'll try something. Oh boy, this is going to be interesting. It's going to be an interesting time. He's in such a crawl. We start fixing up these economies soon. This war seems to be going. Looks like Huey Long might be able to eke out a victory. We're making improvements. That's good. Gregor Strasser area. Strasserism up in here. Well, I think he can be replaced. Sia has collapsed. They did the stupid. Drink of water. Some good shit. So yeah, we're basically just waiting. They're going down here. Let's proclaim victory over Judeo-capitalism. With a power siege over Germany, we have finally defeated Judeo-capitalists. Oh boy. Oh boy. Alrighty, we're getting there. Nice Republic collapsed. Because they got invaded. Yeah. Looks like a big good place to play in this mod. At least I think it would be. Over Mako. Still want to know where we got those from. Infantry manufacturer. Get Mauser. Like a little bit of all of them. I just started because I wanted to Paul. Three years of Volksdom is a pyramid was directly integrated into the party structure. Yeah, this is gonna be another big melt up time. I guess it makes sense considering, you know, we just got out of the Civil War. And we need a... Oh, that's small Bulgaria. There's one guy that won like that. I see him screenshot of this. Austria-Hungary. The now harder German also feel me. That's the same. Anyways, after a proclamation of victory over Judeo-capitalism, many of our supporters took it as a green light signal for escalation. During the following nights, Jewish stores and houses were raided by disorganized militias and common people alike. Nevertheless, that's wow. Let's do national corporatism. Unlike other revolutionaries, we value competition and struggle as much as we value the fair treatment of German Volksgenossen. We will continue to allow private enterprise, but enforce class cooperation and massive social programs for which the private industries will have to pay a share in it too. So it's everyone's getting involved, I think. But you're good though. Fucking thinking, man, I don't know about fucking economics. You know, I took an econ class, I'm still fucking shit with numbers. The sack dems took over. The suck dem. Not quite. Should we let them come? Or come to them? So Canada's just moving towards authoritarianism. That's cool. That's on the ball there. Looks like they're gonna get involved in that. ETFAL is joining. Shit be happening now. Look at this. Look at all this. This for improving workers' condition. This has a good thing. Things. Not gonna mess with that because this is gonna give us a closed economy. And you can only get closed economy if you're at war and have either war, econ, or total mode. That's gonna be something. Albania joined. Oh boy, this is be quite interesting if you ever got into war with these guys. It'd be very interesting. I just hope that we can build up quite a bit. We gotta recover the economy at least, so we're not completely in the gutter. But the infantry tech. See, do I have a? Let's about some more closed air support just in case. Closed air support tends to be pretty good. National corporatism. Let's get the RVA. The Ressourcenverstärkung Action. Resources Nationalization Action. You nationalize all resources and water supplies inside Germany to protect the basic needs of national survival from the capitalist roots of evil. Look at that construction speed. Yeah, that's just getting us above there. Industrial concern. Let's get corrupt. Just so even just start pimping out the army, I can rapidly do so. Although I'm thinking about pimping out not the civilian stuff before. Get the stop pimping out the army. Abyssinia's taken. Oh, less than that, just a wee bit. Yeah, I'm getting some more resources soon. So we should be relatively good to go. In terms of that. Mexico and the Yucatan are at war. Oh, yeah. Syria declares independence. They have a Syrian. Something of the arts. National, all the Ashton order. The green dictatorship, neo-paganism. Every man a peasant. Oh boy. Maybe we could do some more of these. Got the Volksfield here. Hey. There's a lot of things here. Valeria broke free. That's the National Labor Service. We established the National Arbitration with NAD, a social union for unemployed Volksgenossen that will have active connections to the automotive industry to find work for the unemployed, as well as putting them to use as auxiliary workforces when they're needed. Yeah, this is gonna be quite the build-up. So yeah, it's gonna take quite a while for us to get over there. I feel like that's what these upcoming episodes are gonna really, what they're really gonna be like. It's a long build-up. But I do hope the payoff becomes worth it. Especially for these guys. They have a lot of content, if I remember correctly. Yeah, these guys have a lot of content, so it would be pretty cool to see. At least most of it. Yeah, we'll do this one last focus tree, not focus tree, this one last focus, and then I'll probably end the episode here. So, oh yeah, a bunch of shit's been happening lately. With one YouTube, I mentioned this before, but I plan on talking about it in the podcast one day. One of the YouTube I mentioned is currently literally going completely fucking bonkers. From a combination of a lack of sleep, ADHD, and not having meds. So, yeah, within a span of like close to a decade, this YouTuber that I looked up to, Gom HD, I think it was, yeah. I think that's the one. I don't quite know because a bunch of shit's been happening. There's like a Reddit thread that just popped up about it, and I haven't looked through it because it is quite long. But basically, this guy's gone utterly fucking insane to the membrane, and I'm probably gonna talk a bit more in depth about it in the podcast if I ever do. Ghani thinks probably interesting, but I do hope that hmm. That one. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, I do hope that the person does. Will come back to his senses and not be bonkers. The Bobcat. If any of you get the sat, and congratulations. But yeah, sucks. Mental health issues. Yeah, it ain't pretty when it happens. That shit ain't pretty. I guess with that, I guess I could read this before we go. We incorporate certain aspects of technocratic thought to increase our economic growth. Sounds oddly familiar. But anyway, after that little bit, I'm the Mad Arse, and I will see you guys later.